This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Do you like having all the major cutscenes already spoiled for you at the beginning of the game? Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with another game from my library, and this time it's Dark Cloud, created by Level 5 Games and published by Sony Entertainment Company back in 2001. This game's a classic. Let's start it up and let's talk about it as we do. So, this game is, well, for those who played roguelikes, it's kind of like that to an extent, not as extreme. This is based off the dungeon series of games that have been popular in Japan since I think the Super Nintendo era, with Tornico's Dungeon. I think, I don't know if that's the first one, but it's one of the earliest ones I can remember, and that one never came out in America. Where basically go through dungeons, it randomizes it, but there's still a plot on your way to do it. Now this is probably one of the lighter ones when it comes to it, which is why it's probably easier for me to play, because sometimes those random dungeon ones can be a bit annoying depending on how you're feeling at the time. So let's look at the stats, or let's look at the options before we go. So save curse positions, that's fine. Vibration off. Yeah, we'll keep it speedy so we can get through some of the dialogue a little bit faster. Stereo mono, doesn't matter. Clock display, yeah, we'll leave that on. Time progress, sure. Let's see, map density. Yeah, we'll leave most of this alone for... Yeah, most of this isn't going to make a big difference on that, so... But anyway, yeah, you saw that little thing at the beginning, so it's only telling you what's to come, and, well, let's find out what's to come as we start the adventure of Dark Cloud. A book was found in some old ruins. All the scholars who decoded it puzzled over the mystery of the book. A world with two moons illuminating the sky. The many dazzling adventures of a young boy. Discount link over here. But whether or not this is a true story. Do you believe in the story woven in the book? Maybe it's a fantasy that existed only in a boy's heart. Let me tell you this story. This ancient book tells of a magical book with little money and magnificent fairy tale. And the hero of this wondrous tale, whose name is... Link! No, Toan is the name, although you can name him whatever you want. Toan is your typical, pretty much silent protagonist throughout the whole game, so your proxy for you as the player. But yeah, he kind of does look like Link in some regards, even though he's not an elf. But anyway, yeah, we'll just leave him as is. So let's see what Toan's tale is all about.
You've gathered quite a few of them.
I had a hard time finding dancers with the right qualifications. Look at them. Their dancer blood. Mixing the blood of witches with that of the humans is the key to breaking the seal. However, I do have some problems.
Problems?
In order to procure good material, you do need adequate...
I see. I'll pay you extra. That should solve your problem, huh?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So, when will it happen?
Very soon, sir. Let us enjoy the ceremony till it's time. Flag, sir, do you know the legend of the Dark Genie sealed in the urn?
Of course. How much money do you think I put into acquiring this urn? I've been waiting for this for years, and now its legendary power is mine.
"400 years ago, the Genie of Darkness appeared in the East, and with its evil power, the world was burnt away. What do you intend to do with such frightening power in your hands?"
You'll see. So, now is the time.
Yes, sir, so it seems.
Ah, Majin Buu, is that you? What? This is the genie? The Dark Genie?
Well, it's quite different than I imagined.
The ancient Dark Genie, this is it.
Hey, who are you guys?
Welcome back, Genie of Darkness. I broke the seal and released you. Therefore, I am your master.
Is that right? Whatever, fine. Girl, that's right. I haven't eaten for 400 years. Dad, I have to eat something. I need food. Food!
Ah,
Got you! Huh? Stop it! Help! Oh, delicious. My God, the guy was eaten alive. Ugh. Yeah, I like that sequence at the beginning with the dancing. I think the dancing is actually based off an actual, like, real life dance, I think. But I couldn't tell you for sure. But anyway, let's get back from, we'll get away from the dark stuff and find ourselves at a quaint village. Nothing will happen here, right? Hi, how are you today? Toan, it's already started. Come on, let's go. Toan, it's already started. Come on, let's go. You just said that. Are you okay? See, I told you. You should have hurried. Come, we're late. Come on, we're late. I'm a staff member this year, so I have to go. Sorry. Oh, she left you. Toan, hurry up. Alright, Mom. Where's Dad? Yeah, that's probably... Gotta put on my classic outfit.
Look at those insects squirm about. Start there. Or hee hee hee.
Toan! I'll save you! And he died. Well, thanks for playing Dark Cloud with me, folks. Oh. Or not. Man, what happened? Why did that guy attack the village anyway? It seemed like we weren't much of a threat. What was the point of that? Man. Hi there. Can you hear me? Open your eyes. Wake up! Hey, listen! I mean, hey. Was that all just a dream? Exclamation point. Ooh, what are you, creepy old man? Ahem, I am the Fairy King. I am the entity that unites all the nature's spirits. Listen well, young one. Something bad has happened. No crap. Men blinded by greed have revived the Dog Genie. This Dog Genie is terribly powerful. Its power is so great that it could destroy the entire world. You saw it, your own village being destroyed right before your eyes. Not just your village. In a flash, many villages and towns were destroyed. In one night, half of your world was annihilated. Jeez. What a way to survive. Yeah, you survive, but to that? I don't know what kind of stress I put on a person.
It must be the men from the east. They performed the resurrection ceremony, probably thinking to use its black demon power for war, without realizing how frightening it is. It is darkness, pure darkness itself. Long ago, this so-called dark genie almost destroyed the entire world. Its benevolence is that great. The bad thing is that it has the same type of magical power as us spirits. Unfortunately, we aren't powerful enough to destroy it.
What good are you then?
Young man, I see that you have a strong will that could withstand the evil power, and also a clear, kind heart.
How? He doesn't talk.
Yeah, whatever. You might be able to fight against the darkness it generates. I decide to stake our fate on you. Let me best you with power.
I think you might have made a bad mistake, dude. I'm like a knockoff Link character, so... Oh, nice. Gave me some new digs.
There, surprised? That's called Atlamelia. It's a stone with a magical power. Don't look that way, boy. I'll explain it now. It might get too bright for your eyes for the moment.
They should give me some sunglasses, dude. What the... So that's where our town was, huh?
Do you know where this is? This is no simple empty lot. This was your village. But do not lose heart. As long as you have that stone, you can return it to its original form.
How? Well, he's got to explain it.
You see, just before the village was destroyed by that genie, I saved the buildings and people by stealing them into spheres called Atla. It seems those Atla were scattered all around by its tremendous magic power. They were probably blown to a different place around the world. It probably thinks everything is destroyed. You must restore the world before it realizes what happened. Absorb the Tetsai sealed in Atla, use that Atlamelia, and bring them back. Then you'll be able to restore your world to its original form. You may even be able to create an even better world than before.
So are we kind of like God? Well, not really, but more like a Sims game.
You don't seem to understand anything I'm saying. Oh well, I'll give you another lesson when you require some Atla.
Oh, pure-hearted but kind of dumb. Classic JRPG hero.
So long, sucker!
I mean, he buggered off. Thanks. Have me save the world. Oh. Well, life finds a way, I guess. And now we start on an adventure to save our city, or save our world.
Tone, can you hear me? You should be able to hear them. Voices of the wind, voices of the trees, voices of the animals.
I speak for the trees.
And the voices of the earth. They are all calling for your help. Toan, you'll probably meet people and say goodbye to, meet and say goodbye to many people. In talking to these people, you may receive clues to defeat the darkness. Look for them. Now, Toan, your adventure will begin. First, go to the village chief's house. He'll show you where to go to next.
Oh, apparently the village chief survived somehow. Anyway, we start the game in Norune Village, or Norune Village. I say Norune, just because it seems to flow a bit better. Alright, let's go to the town. We'll talk about edit mode here in a second, but yeah, let's go off to the town. Yeah, this is a kind of a third-person dungeon crawling type of game. Most of the events will be us walking around like this. And this is the town in Norune, which, as you see here, is pretty empty. So let's talk to the only one who survived outside of ourselves. I don't know how he survived, but he did. Hello. Hi.
Ah, Toad, you're alive! Seems like you're the only ones in the village that survived. We never dreamt this to happen. One night and our village is gone. Can you believe this, Toad? I feel so helpless. I, the mayor of the village, can't do anything about it. What am I supposed to do now?
I don't know. I mean, we find this Atla and everything, but I see you're a bit depressed.
I guess the only thing we can do is to get help from the guardian of Narune village, Dran. Dran will not abandon us. He'll help us for sure.
I have a favor to ask, Toan. Go to the Divine Beast Cave and tell Dran what happened. Divine Beast Cave is the cave outside towards your right-hand side. You'll probably seen it before. Yeah, because I lived in this village. I may be imagining things, but I sense something has changed about the cave. Be careful. That's been randomized. This is the cave key. Ooh, cave key acquired. Well, thanks for just appearing that out of nowhere. I put the things you might need in your bag for you. Don't get carried away. If you get trouble in there, come back here. I'll get you more supplies. Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, well, what did he give us? So let's take a look at our items. We gave us the key, the cave key. Enter the key to enter the Divine Beast Cave. He also gave us some water. Yeah, it's going to be one of those games, folks. Going to be one of those games. Gave us that. He gave us some bread so we could heal ourselves. Now, water, what that is. Okay, so, yeah, you heard me kind of groan a bit when I said water. So, tasty water. Water from the rugged mountain nearly quenches thirst. So, we'll talk over the stats here in a second. Let me look at the rest we got. We got repair powder. Yeah, we're going to definitely need that. Escape powder. Yep. Repair powder. Recovers weapons. WHP of weapons. Got escape power. Having this allows an escape from dungeon with command. And finally, antidote drink. Drink it neutralizes poisons in the body. So, okay. So, oh right, I can't actually equip that. Okay, so this is our character Towen. In this game, you have the attack bar or attack item or weapon here. In this case, we have a dagger. We also got a shield or a defensive thing. And yeah, as it says there, defense power. Eating favorite foods increases it. I wonder what his favorite food is. Well, I know, but we also got his HP bar at 70. We got his weapon health at 48, and we got his quench bar, which is at 3. Those will become important later, but I wanted to show that off, so. Alright. Yeah, weapons, what do we got? We got just a dagger, currently, and we got all these empty slots. I wonder what they're for. But weapon does 60, it's a wind elemental, does 6 damage, or its endurance is 30, its speed is 70, and MP is 2 on that. And then allies, got no allies, but we know eventually, spoiler, we're going to get allies because we have an ally button, so it looks like we're going to get 5 more allies. Right now we can only play as Towen, the hero of Atamilia, so. Geoparts, that'll become important after we finish the first go into the dungeon. We also can save in town. We also got some options where we can change our things, which I showed you before. We can also go outside, which just basically speed runs you to leaving the building, so you don't have to walk out if you don't want to. No, our only hope is Dran. Dran has always watched over us. I'm sure Dran has watched us this time too and will help us. But really, this time even Dran's windmill, where Dran's magic power dwells, is destroyed. What's in here? Oh, it's the toilet. A spiky bug's coming out. Gross. Okay. Prickly acquired. That is a fishing item. We'll get to fishing eventually, but I think that's the only, like, random item we can get in here, I think. At least I remember. No, there's... Wait, is that his bathtub? Okay, you put your bed right next to the bathtub. Then again, this is a village, so, you know, whatever works, works. Okay, sorry, it said Dran... Oh, whoops. Let me see if... Dran lives in the deepest part of the Divine Beast Cave. So you know, the Dran Beast Cave is the sign on the right-hand side you go out of this house. The entrance is locked with... is locked. When the exclamation mark appears, press the square button and use the cave key. Actually, technically it was the cave, because it was all one word. That'll let you in. The cave has changed quite a bit from before, Tone. Be careful. Yeah, it's been randomized. So anytime you run out of... I think it's if you ever run out of bread, water, or bread, water, and repair powder, the mayor will give you some replacement, which will take advantage of that. After a while, you have to have none. I believe you have to have none of those items in your inventory for him to give you more, if I remember correctly. So, but anyway, what we have to do if we don't want to walk across this whole map, because there it is over there. But if you don't want to walk all across the map, if you press the select button, it'll take you into geothermal mode, and we can just place our cursor next to the cave, and boom. So that makes it easier for travel, so you don't have to run all across the map to do it. So let's go into the Divine Beast Cave. Yep, square button. Or sorry, there's a big... Oh, sorry, what was it again? A big keyhole. Use item with square. Okay, square. I don't think anything happens if you use the wrong thing. Yeah, he just goes, eh. So, okay, let's use the cave key. Probably would have been a good time to stop, but I think we can do the first, like, floor and then call it an episode. Anyway, the Divine Beast Cave. And I can show you the gameplay. So, in this game, there are multiple floors to every dungeon you go to. Now, what you get in the dungeon itself, the Atla there, is always guaranteed every time, but how the floor is designed is randomized every time you come in there. And the things that are randomized are usually enemy placement, treasures if there are any, and then obviously rewards can be random. And this will change over the course of the game. So right now we're going to try to finish the first level just to show off gameplay and how the mechanics work and everything like that. So, yep, Towen with his trusty dagger. Oh, hey, old man.
It's for real this time, yo. Toad, from here on, you'll be put to the true test.
So you're leaving me to my lonesome, huh?
First, conquer this wretched divine beast cave and find Dran's lair. That's your first goal. Since you're a beginner, I'll give you a lesson on how to fight in the dungeon. First, advance to the next floor in the dungeon, requiring a gate key for the door leading to the next floor. Each dungeon has a different gate key. For the Divine Beast Cave, Dran's Crest will be the gate key. The gate key is almost always carried by a monster in the dungeon. You must defeat the monsters to acquire the gate key. Since you can't tell which one has the key, you must have to defeat them all, one by one.
Oh yes, unless you get lucky.
Next, I'll tell you about how to return to the ground level. Rather than advancing to the floor below, to return to the ground level, mind connect with me in other worlds and speak with your mind.
Reminds me of Hot Sauce Sasarada from Link to the Past.
When you do this, I'll transport your body to the ground level. Just select Leave Dungeon from the main menu.
Oh wait, there's a little colored book-like descriptions. I don't know why.
But be aware, if there are monsters left on the floor, the Mind Connect won't work. It'll be blocked by their evil energies. In such cases, use the item escape powder to get out on your own. I don't know how that works, but okay. I don't know how throwing powder on you works, but maybe it means something else in this world. The Naruni Village Chief has lots of it, so be sure to get it before you go.
Oh yeah, that's another one. He'll give you extra if you don't have escape powder. He'll give you some.
You can also Mind Connect with me when you go through the gate to the next floor in the dungeon. When you re-enter the dungeon, you can start the next new level, so you don't have to worry about losing progress.
Yeah, so I would always say always leave a dungeon when you finish a floor. Never keep going multiple times. That way you can go back, replenish, and save and stuff like that. And you will definitely want to save and have multiple save slots just in case you make some mistakes, because this game will punish you for it if you're not careful.
Next is on to weapons. Be aware that weapons are breakable.
It's one of those games, folks. Yep, weapons can break.
The more you use a weapon, the more it wears, and finally breaks. Broken weapons will disappear. To prevent weapons from breaking, use the item repair powder. It will repair their WHP. The longer you use a weapon by repairing, the more magic it absorbs from monsters and thus becomes stronger. It's said that when a weapon reaches its full strength, it can change to a more powerful form. Keep that in mind. Oh, I cast a special spell on the dagger you have, so it'll never disappear.
Why can't you cast on every single item I ever get throughout the whole game? Oh wait, that would destroy the game mechanics. Thanks.
But all the new weapons you get during the quest will disappear once they break, so be careful. Don't waste your hard work by letting a weapon break and disappear. Finally, the important stuff, the Sphere Atla, where I protected our seals from the fragments of the world. So if you see an Atla, don't hesitate to touch it. Yes, touch it. You can absorb the contents of the Atla into Atomilia by touching it. When you return to the surface, you'll be able to begin reassembling these fragments of the world. Oops, today's lesson ran a little long. That's it for the lecture today. Now, Toan, show me your true ability on this quest.
Now, the dagger won't disappear, but it can, quote, break, which means if it runs out of WHP, it'll do, like, no damage. So keep that in mind while using the dagger. So, for a long time in the game, I keep the dagger on as a backup weapon just in case, if my main weapon gets really close, and I know that dagger won't die. But anyway, this dungeon can look different depending on how you do it, but how many Atla you get in here will always be the same. But anyway, always walk up to something, press X, and we absorb the Atla into ourselves. We get the camp, okay? And what's this one got? Yeah, this is all the stuff we're gonna need to rebuild the town. So, no fence. Some stuff is more important than others. Oh, we got our first enemy. So let's fight him. Well, I got hurt pretty easy the first time. So okay, so what you can do to lock on the enemy is you press circle and then you press X to attack. Oops, I didn't mean to press that. Whoops. Well, hopefully I don't need the water later on. I accidentally pressed the square button. But anyway, you press X to attack, and that's pretty much it. Hopefully I'll be able to find the water fountain around here. So, yeah, I accidentally used my tasty water by pressing square, because square is item activation. So the way you use item activation is you use the directional button to switch between the two things, and pressing square uses it. So it's a way to to save you time from going into your main menu. So, whoops, oh well. But that just shows what can happen. Okay, I need to show you the special attacks as well, but anyway, it'd be a skeleton there, nothing too dangerous. Another Atla. What do we got here? Trees. Well, I did say I speak for the trees. Okay, let's show off another attack that we've got here. So everyone in the game's got an ability called a charge attack. So if you're at that little bottom area there, if that speed thing powers up, it means you can use your attack. Oh yeah, gotta be careful because you might get surrounded by other monsters. So And luckily the dagger is pretty fast, so usually you can kind of knock people back and prevent you from hitting you if you're good. Now this is what's called the tram cart. There's a tram with rusty wheels. Use an item on square. We don't actually have that. We need tram oil to do that. Some dungeons will drop tram oil, or some levels will drop tram oil. Sometimes you have to go find tram oil on another floor and come back. Anyway, in some treasures, just to get a map, and yeah, it tells us the whole map of this area. And unfortunately, there aren't no water here, so we'll have to go back to the town after this to get some water from the chief. Some levels can be long. Ooh, we get my house back. Yep. So now we can build our house and sleep in it if we want to, which we auto heal when we go into town anyway, so that's kind of pointless. But all right, let's grab some more Atla here. Now you kind of have to decide how you want to fight creatures and everything like that, like depending on how your weapons going, or if you've got the gate key and everything. Since I don't have the gate key, I have to fight everything I run across. Anyway, we get a magical crystal in here. We'll talk about that later. I definitely want to grab all the treasures if I can first. So what we got here, got a magical power +1. Ooh, that'll be nice for weapons. We'll go over weapon upgrades eventually, and we get a wind gem. Sweet. All right, let's see if we can fight these guys without about getting surrounded. I say probably the most dangerous things are those one beasts we fought early. Oh, we got the Drain Key, so now we can just leave. Yeah, I think I'll ignore these guys, mainly because my weapon ain't. Well, I do want to repair stuff. I just have to be careful about not having health or not having water. Yeah, these dashers can be dangerous if you let them hit you. They do quite a decent amount of damage. But, oh, there was 2 bats there. Oh, ow. Oh yeah, when you get attacked, you'll sometimes start running as if the bats are in your hair or something like that. They're in my hair. Get them out! Get them out! Oh, and that little on the map there, that little yellow spot there, that's the exit there. So, so we want to head to there, but I do want to grab all the treasures at least before going, just so we can call it an episode. And you do generally want to fight most of the stuff you're fighting anyway, because of you know, leveling up and stuff like that. But at the beginning of the game, it's not as big of a deal. Later on, you'll have to be more worried about. Anyway, we got some cheese. Not the keys, the cheese. Let's see what's this Atla has in it. We got the river. Over the river and through the woods to Toten's house we go. Alright, what's in this one? Then we get some tram. Oh, we can actually do the tram if we want to. But I did use my water, so I kind of want to maybe... If I didn't use my water by accident, I probably would have gone ahead and gone to the tram. But, yeah, we're almost out. We'll have to make this quick. That's why I'm not fighting anything else. I'm just going to grab this and leave, because we start taking damage if we're thirsty. So, oh, Machos has been found. Okay, so let's leave. Yeah, like I said, if I didn't actually use my water, I would have gone ahead and done that, but nope. Oh well. And when we leave the cave, we automatically replenish our health and everything like that. So yeah, see, need water or it'll begin to affect health. You'll start taking a little damage every so often. So, and actually before we go, let's go and use that repair powder on our weapon here, since we'll get more later. So there's a big heal. Use it with square. All right, let's use the Dran's quest and go in. So as soon as we go down, we'll get some options here. So we can either to the next floor or leave the dungeon. Let's go and leave the dungeon. So, because like I said, I don't have any water anyway. And I probably would have used my water if I had gone to the tram. And the tram section can be an extension to that level, and there'll be extra, like, it's random how many like extra floors will be there. But usually you do want to go to the back end of a level with either tram oil or whatever place you're in. So exclamation point. Ah, creepy old man. Have you been watching me?
Seems like you finally came back with some Atla. Very well then, I shall teach you as I promised. The pieces sealed inside Atla are released by touching the Atla with your left hand, where the power of Atlamelia resides. Buildings and people that were sucked into the Atlamelia will be restored to their original form. Once you bring them back to the ground level, you can arrange them as you wish. By going back and forth between the dungeon and ground level, you can restore the Earth to its original form. That's your mission as the one who was granted the power of the Atlamelia. Now, let us move on. This may get a bit technical. Oh boy. If you wanted to place buildings, etc., press the select button while walking to go to edit mode. Yeah, way to fourth wall break and cut the mystery of the game. Press the select button again to return to the walking mode. In it, Modi assemble buildings that have fallen apart and place them on the ground. Seeing is believing. Try it yourself. Must be faster than listening to my lecture.
True. Sometimes people learn better by just doing.
Oh yes, and if you ever forget the things I teach you, use this.
A sword? Oh, or a book. Manual acquired. Yeah, it tells you like how to do what he just said.
It's a guide for using Amelia and other things. I wrote it for beginners like you. At Amelia for dummies. Manual can be selected from the main menu. Read it really carefully. Okay, I'll leave the world's reconstruction to you. I'll be watching. So long, sucker.
Dang it. You're leaving it up to a 16-year-old child, or however old Towen is. I think he's like 16 or 17, I think. Usually in Japan, that's usually roughly the age of a lot of their heroes. So, what do we do with the Atlamillia? How will we put our town together? What does the dungeon of the Divine Beast Cave hold for us? Find out next time in the next episode of Dark Cloud. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.